Hello, 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 everybody. Good to see you. Good to see you on the stream. All right. Right off the bat, let me just jump in and say one thing real quick. Danny Deep Pockets. Hi, everyone. I'm still at work, but I'm listening. What are you doing at work, bro? That guy's a solid millionaire. I'm sure of it. What are you doing at work, dude? You probably could buy the place by now. Sorry, y'all. What's up, y'all? I'm Keith. Thank y'all for coming. This is Crypto After Dark. Um, we're gonna go over some shit tonight, and I wanna do some back trotting here a little bit to kind of talk about some things that I think we're gonna see, and just some basics that I think maybe we overlook sometimes. And I wanna kind of give everybody an opportunity to look at those things that I think we miss, and then capitalize on them because I don't think it's as hard as we think it is. Um, Sometimes we forget the basics and we get kind of tied up in things that we can't control, and it causes us to overthink stuff. So again, we'll take a little bit of a stroll back tonight and look at some basics. Who all's here? Who all's here? Ashley Vandermeer, good to see you. Ah, look, Mullen says I'll be back. I'm fixing to take a victory lap, bro. I know what he's talking about. Let's go. Isham, good to see you, my friend. Ron Poteet, what's up? What's up, Alvin? Good to see you, brother. Que pasa? William Childers, my man. Jim Slim Shady, dope name. I see it every time. Every time I see it, I kind of laugh. That's great. Ryan McDonald, good to see you, brother. What's up, Corey? What's up, Frank? They were over on the lesson taking some observations. Awesome. The Queen Yvonne, good to see you. Some observation in person also. Thank you, Mark D. Vertical Pedal Garage, Chad. What's up, my guy? What's up, fam? Ignacio Cervantes. I'm always going to say it with an accent because it makes more fun for me. If you haven't done so yet, please go hit like. More likes we get, the better. YouTube will be a better algorithm for us. Also, if you could hit the notification bell and notify yourself, that way you ain't going to miss shit from now on. And subscribe. Subscribe, y'all. Like I did the analytics, and I think 72% or something like that are non-subscribed viewers. Go subscribe, man. What's it going to hurt? Like, some of you are on here talking, but some of you aren't. And I know you're on here listening and lurking. And that's cool if you want to lurk, but I would appreciate it if you talk a little bit, man. Learn something. Talk. Let's pat each other on the back when we're right. Let's pick each other up when we're wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. I think we can. Michael, what's up, Pops? Tommy Bo, good to see you, brother. Tanvir Khan said, what's up, Professor? What's up, Tanvir? Good to see you. Nerd Town City. I made it. Pure white in hand. That's pretty good. Pure white in hand. Cryptos 11, good to see you. Kelly Slade, what's up, Kelly Slade? All right, we got a lot of people in here. This is awesome. All right, so what I wanted to start with tonight was talking about the basics of support and resistance, okay? Sometimes we forget these basics. Jeremy Monroe, howdy. Hello, Keith. Hope it's a good day for you. Hope it's a good day for you too, Jeremy. I hope it's a good day. Kevin B, what's up? Brian W. Hey, man, I like it when new people come in here, too. What's up, new people, if you're not in here? Lou D O double G. What's up, my friend? So, support and resistance is, as I tell people in the private classes, the crutch of price action, okay? Everything reacts to support and resistance. We can see predictive price action by monitoring the support and resistance. How do you find support and resistance? I don't understand, Keith. And that's cool. We can talk about that tonight and help you try to understand where support and resistance comes from and how well it works, okay? A lot of times we just don't mark these lines, and you're going to see me not mark the lines too. And it's a little bit of a bad habit for me. But the way I like to say it is, I've done this long enough to where I can see these lines without having to draw them. So I'm paying attention to the things that you might not necessarily be able to see on the chart. I don't want to draw too much stuff and make it too messy for me. I want to make it as clean as I can so that when I share a chart, you see it and you go, oh, okay, I see what he's saying. If I put too much stuff on there, you're just going to get frustrated and not look at it. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to say, I can't read that. And I mean, I don't want that to happen. So, hey, let's talk about support and resistance, shall we? So I got the strong chart pulled up here, and I'm going to use it because it's been pretty reactive, right? I'm going to delete everything else. I'm just going to use the chart only. Now, obviously, this is on the daily. And I never start on the daily. I always start on the monthly. So I'm going to switch over to the monthly chart. Now, you're only going to get this much data on strong if you look at the Uniswap chart. You have to find the Uniswap chart on charts.cointrader.pro, and that's frustrating, I know. But you can do it. You can do it. So there's the first thing. Now, support and resistance lines are identified by the bodies of the candles opening and closing. And you want to find as many of these as you can per line. The more hits, the stronger the line in either direction, up or down, doesn't matter. But the more hits you get, the better. Oh shit, Costa Rica, I forgot. Miss Beverly, what's up, Miss Beverly? The Queens. We got Queens on here tonight, at least 4. Ashley Vandermeer, Miss Beverly, Yvonne, and Kelly Slade. 4 Queens. Let's go. 4 Queens. I'm winning most poker hands with 4 Queens. That's awesome. Give the 4 Queens a round of applause. Damn right. We need more women in this space. So I'm gonna mark my support resistance lines with a big bright red ass line, and that's to catch my attention, and I do that a lot. Okay. So I'm gonna start where candles opened and closed at the same time, and I'm gonna read from left to right because that's how we read charts, just like books. Okay. You start from left to right. Right here's the very first place we ever had a resistance line. Okay. Open and closed, smack dead together. We go farther. Right down here on the bottom, we had 2 candles open and close again. Same thing. Move a little farther. Right here, you had 1, 2, 3 candles all open and closing in a pretty much similar spot. And then this 4th one bounced off of it. Interesting. And you had one here. They're pretty much no other resistance. Pretty much no other monthly strong resistance. Okay? Let's dig a little farther. Let's go down to the weekly. All right. On the weekly, we see a little more. All right. His horizontal line. This time I'm going to do orange for weekly. All right. Maybe right there. Maybe right here's a big glob of candles. They're all stuck together. And moving over after this one, you had some down here. And then you had a bunch of candles right in here, all kind of close to each other. Ah, that's perfect. And we had the same thing happen up here. We'll keep going and we'll stop. Yeah, let's not stop. Let's do a little more. That's already there. That's already there. Get some down here. Right there. Maybe some more. Right in here. Yeah. Okay, sweet. So, it's a bunch of lines in here now. All these support and resistance lines have price action of the candle bodies and wicks hitting these lines. And I'm looking for candle bodies. If I get wicks, that's fine, but I want to see candle bodies. Literal vampire potbelly goblins. That's an amazing name. Let's go. Let's go. Raging Beagle. What's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Or dudette. I don't really care, dude or dudette. But if more queens come on, then awesome. We're following the reaction of the candles off of these lines. If I start back from the beginning, you ran up, you hit the first line and bounced off, and you started reacting, you failed the lines, and just like anything else that you fail, you typically go down. And you went down. And where did you go down to? You went all the way down here to the floor. You bounced off the floor and you fell under that and you made another floor. In fact, if we pulled Fibonacci retracements on these, you'd see how accurate they were. I'm not going to do that right now. What I am going to do is show you that once this uptrend started, wait a minute, an uptrend? How do we identify an uptrend? Easy. Lower highs. I'm sorry, higher highs and higher lows. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. It's not that complicated, okay? We had an uptrend. We identified it way down at the bottom as well. All right, sweet. Now that we've identified it, now what? And then we buy it. When do we buy it? We buy it over the EMA. We already know that. And that's on the daily. Whoop, I drew a line. Didn't mean to draw that line. So, way down here on the bottom, broke the EMA, and from then, we had a bullish cross right here. We rode it all the way up. We had a sell. We had a buy. We rode it all the way up. We had a sell. And multiple sells and buys. And if you look, we're hitting this resistance line here. Uh-oh. Hitting the resistance line, hitting it. Then we failed. Once we recaptured that resistance line, bam, bounced off of it, and we went to the only 2 lines left. Fiddled around with them for a while, okay? Fiddled. And after we finally got through fiddling with them, bounced up. We had none up here. We had to create new ones. This is also called price discovery. Once we created new lines, now we reacted to them again. We broke it, bounced on the top of it twice, and went up some more. All of a sudden, we don't have anything else up here, do we? Oh, man, that sucks. We already drew our weekly lines. We don't have any more. Now we got to draw daily lines. Let's do those in blue. Okay. Probably here. And that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. And look what happened. We bounced off that line and moved back up. Okay. I'm just using this chart as an example. It doesn't matter if the prices are accurate or inaccurate. I'm just trying to give you an example of how the price action works. Okay. We can go back over here to our standard chart on KuCoin where I've got the data plugged in, Uniswap. Same thing applies though. Let's do a daily line here. Let's make it blue. Same way. Make it blue. All right. We had this red line here that we already drew. I've drawn it for you. And I want you to look at how well that red line is reacting perfectly. You bounced off of it and you went up. You've made a couple little hiccups down the way here. You're sitting on the resistance now, also known as when you're sitting on the resistance on top, it's support, not resistance. You're sitting on support now. When would we buy? You can buy this down here if you'd like, or you can just wait until you get that buy confirmation. What would that be? That'd be that 8 EMA getting broken by 2 candles. 2 candles over. You want to do 3, do 3. But 2 is nice. Okay? 2 over the 8 EMA, you buy. Now you're ready to rock. You caught the bottom. That's simple, everybody. That's simple. And we can apply this logic all over the chart. Okay? All over the chart. This logic applies. It doesn't just apply to crypto. It applies to everything. And if y'all can hear this, my voice is starting to go. I'm sorry. I'm getting a cold or something. My voice is starting to sound weird. So I may have to stop at like a half hour or something if it gets bad. We'll roll with it and see. But I can hear it. I can hear it changing. So that's simple basics. I wanted to show you simple basics on purpose. Then we're going to go back and we're going to look at some other coins like Bitcoin. I'm going to use the Bitcoin chart for the CME, Chicago Mercantile Exchange, okay? I'm going to take that off, take this off, and all we've got up here is support, resistance, and our 8 EMA and 21 EMA, and that's all we've got up here. So, we had a support line up here. It tried to hold it and failed. Where's it going to go next? To the next one. Where would our next one be? Right around in here. Ooh, that sucks. 52,000. Oof. Is that for sure? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe there's another line in here somewhere where you could probably argue, if you really wanted to, that there's some resistance or support in here. You can if you want. You don't have to. More so than anything, I call this a zone. Okay? This is a support or resistance zone. It's a space on the chart where the price action is going to react to later, okay? Like it did now. It tried to stay on top of it, and it's still trying to stay on top of it, okay? Hasn't done so yet, but let's give it some time. In fact, we just formed a gap on the CME chart that'll probably fill. Let's see what happens. We also just got our short signal on the daily on Bitcoin. Weekly? Yeah, not a sale yet. Not a sale yet. In fact, a big ugly red candle that probably won't last forever. After you look back in history, you see these big red candles are typically followed by big green candles. So let's just give it a little bit of time to iron itself out and not freak out, please. Okay, thank you. That'd be awesome. All right. Now I'm going to take what you guys pick up, what charts you guys pick up, and we'll apply that to our charts as we go along here. Okay. We'll take what you guys want and we'll apply our simple logic to that chart as we go along. All right, let me get my pen. Pen and paper. Seen me do this before. And China Matt made some really cool gifts out of it. And it worked out great. Jim Slim Shady says, so 2 closes in a row above the AEMA equals a buy in my view. Yes, Jim. and 2 closes under the 21 equals a sale. Just the same way. It's not perfect, but it works pretty well. And it's based on support resistance. So you should draw your support and resistance lines first. All right. So let's go back and look at what you guys have asked for. I think a couple of people already asked for some. I've seen Hector. Well, we'll try to see if we can find a chart. BLZ and Algo. I had a day yesterday, didn't it? And Cat, LRC, Gala, QNT. Miss Beverly's got some Gala. QNT. Merit Circle, MC, and it's on TradingView versus ETH. All right. Well, that's the problem is if we go versus ETH, we're not going to get an accurate view on what it does dollar wise. We'll have to do the calculation. RMDR, CRO. Hey, yeah, man. How about Crypto.com buying the rights to the Staples Center in Inglewood, California, or LA? Bought the rights to that joker. But I was talking to a guy on Twitter. They missed a golden opportunity, man. You know, Crypto.com's coin is CRO or Crow. You could have called it the Crow's Nest instead of Crypto.com Arena. The Crow's Nest sounds so much cooler. Or you could at least say like the Palace at Auburn Hills for Detroit, the Pistons. You could say the Crow's Nest at CRO Arena or Crypto.com Arena. The Crow's Nest at Crypto.com Arena. That sounds really cool to me. Now, did that mean that all crypto went up when that news came out? No, it didn't. In fact, everything was pretty much flat or down. CRO had already been going up for weeks beforehand. It was not a sale. I'm writing this stuff down as I'm talking, by the way, y'all. DSLA. But this, in my opinion, is a sign of things to come. You're seeing tens of millions and billions being spent on advertising for arenas based on crypto, based on something that the SEC is trying to stop from being sold. And they're sponsoring arenas. Like, you see in the writing on the wall here, people? Things are changing, and they're changing very, very rapidly, okay? They're changing very rapidly. And you can be on top of this, or you can be left behind. And I'm going to see anybody here get left behind, okay? So what I would say is bury your nose in the charts, see which ones have a good long-term trend, and be ready, because things are going to change really, really quickly from here on out, okay? I'm starting to become more and more of the belief that there may not be a big bear market, okay? It may not be what you think. I'm starting to feel like this stuff may be turning into the SPX, where, you know, all the way back to the 1800s, less a few retraces in 20 or 30 year segments, the charts have gone up and up and up and up and up and up. Okay. Kind of starting to think that happens. Yeah. What Nick just said, that was a Houston Rockets game, basketball. Seen that picture of Coinbase on the court, on the NBA court, Coinbase. And I think Coinbase is sponsored on one of their jerseys too, if I'm not mistaken. Things aren't going away, y'all. This is only going to get bigger. They're starting to spend heavy money on advertising. Why? Think they'd be doing that if it was going down? Wrong. They pull money for advertising when stuff goes down. Metis. All right. They call the VIP box in this section the Crow's Nest. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Kelly. That'd be dope if they actually did that. I don't think it's happened yet. I think they're working on it. Unless there's a lot of down in the recent past, you might want to give it a couple extra closes to make sure it's reversing. You see right there where he said that, Jim Shady, Mullet said that right there. If you're worried and you think it may not be going right, instead of 2 candles, do 3 or 4. Okay. If it's been a long time since you got a good buy, 2 is probably enough. But there's nothing wrong with doing 3 or more if you want. Okay. Okay, I got you, Vampire. That's on Dex Tools. Some of this stuff's on Dex Tools and it actually works. Yeah. 10-year contract, 20-year contract for $400 million. They also, and FTX spent $22 million on a Super Bowl ad, I believe, and they cut a deal with Major League Baseball. And they were $700 million for 20 years. Jesus Christ, y'all. That was advertising. Advertising. What the hell? Holy crap. Yeah, thank you, Chad. We're going to talk about that. Man, oh man. To have $700 million to spend on advertising. The audacity. Oh, God. Also, if you're scared, go to church. Thank you, Nick. If job is dangerous, you knew that when you took it, bro. Don't get in here and be scared. It's inevitable. Get on the train or be a dinosaur. Well said, Frank. You can get in front or you can be behind, folks. And I'm sorry, I'm a giver, not a taker. So I'm trying to be in front. Now let's talk about some of these charts. Let's see if we can find Hector first. I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to find a chart with any weight. I got one here, but I don't know about that shit. I don't know about that shit, if that's actually right or not. I want to say it's not. I'm not sure. Damn, Tony Ruiz. Get with the times and miss the train, people. Learn the charts. Learn NFTs. Man, NFTs, y'all. Learn the metaverse. Learn gaming, not financial advice. Ask Mullet about NFTs, please. Okay? Listen, Mullet will gladly tell you that he's an old FUD, angry old Clint Eastwood type, and my man is getting in NFTs now. Okay? So, if that's happening, things are changing, folks. Things are changing. Tony Ruiz, I owe you a drink. By the way, next Vegas trip, oh my God, we're going to get ruined. In Lambos, but a lot of talk about algo lately. What say you, Chad? I didn't hear anything about that. Nothing goes here. The dollar buys less now. You're damn right it does, bro. Isn't that scary? Isn't that scary? Advertising, they made money. They made money. They spent more money. And look at what Corey said right here. Spent more money for the next 20 years than Staples paid since 1999. Staples only spent $190 million for their advertising. Crypto.com come out and dropped 700 large for the same amount of time. Whoa. Dr. Change says, hell yeah. And I say, hell yeah, back to you. What's the best NFT to grab? If you'll message Tony, he has a whole group of NFTs. And that's all they talk about all the time is NFTs, left and right, NFTs. And I'm sure he'll be glad to hook you up. And if you want to, join the Patreon right here, patreon.com/Carolina Keith. We have a Discord group and a Telegram group with NFT sections. Hey, y'all, how did y'all know that? We have NFT groups. We have charting groups. We have node groups. Oh, man. It's almost like all you needed to do was kind of join and pay attention and, participate, and you could have made a lot more money. Oh, yeah. Woo, I'm chasing tonight. That's good shit, though. I love the God voice. The God voice knows all. All right. So if we're looking at this particular chart on Hector, I don't know if this is a good enough chart or not because there's not great charts on some of these things that just came out. But Hector, if this is correct, is showing you the first time forever, or actually the second time ever, that it's dipped under the 21 EMA. Does it have some support? Well, there's some back here. Okay. There's a little right here. Not much. The big support is back here all the way at $75. There is some at 125, and there is even some up here. Somewhere around in here. Around 160. So this could go sideways or down for a bit. It already did a lot. It's showing you sell right now. It was technically a sell signal if this chart's accurate yesterday. BLZ. I know that's on TradingView. All right. Take this off. Just support and resistance here. And we see we had some back here. Going through. Some right here. Some more right here. Look at there. Looks like it's trying to break through here. So there was support resistance here. It got over it, under it, back over it. It's got a bearish engulfing candle here. Other indicators are sideways or down. Looks like we recently broke a trend line. Hey, looky there. I kind of like this one, even though it's got a little bit of an ugly side to it here right now. I kind of like this Blue Zell chart, even though it's a sell for the day. I'll be keeping a close eye on Blue Zell here. I bet you it changes its tone here soon. Maybe around 23, 24 cents. I bet you it changes its tone then. Not a buy right now though. Algo. Yeah. Algorand did an 80% wick yesterday. From what I found, someone says that a guy bought $40 million worth off of an exchange. And that's what made the price go up as much as it did. That's a more believable fact than Monsoon. Because eventually, after that 40 million got bought and people filled back up the order sheet, look what happened. This humongous, nasty, ugly wick happened. And that's not great. You don't want to see that. Okay? This may wick chase and try to get back up here and break Sniper's Alley, but it may not. It may not also. It may go down. And I hate to see that because it looks a lot like the pack chart right now. Oof, not great. So, still not a buy here. You got a confirmed short. I actually bought some of this and sold some of this up here and then rebought it up here and then I got stopped out. So, whatever. I managed to make some and then try to swing it and then I lost a little bit of what I made. No big deal. Either way, it's still sitting in Sniper's Alley. All this range right here is Sniper's Alley. Still needs to get out of it. It hasn't yet. Crazy price action lately. I understand. Indicators are sideways. One day at a time here. We still haven't got a confirmed buy on Algorand. Cat. Cambria. Okay. Yep. Same thing here. Tonight would be your first buy, your first sell signal. Not great. This one's all trending down. Cat's going to be a no. You got support and resistance here, but it just fell under it. Okay. Needs to get back over it in a hurry. LRC, Loopring. LRC, SD. Bam. Oh, look at LRC go. Look at Loopring try to show out. Every time I go out, you know I'm fixing to show it. So, we apply this logic to the Loopring chart. We had this red line right here back here that was our support resistance. Came down. We could have drew 100 more lines in here. We will draw another one over here, though. How about this? Right here. This one broke after failing, dropping, failing, and then rebounded and finally broke. And it went all the way up above Sniper's Alley right here. Now it's stuck under the all-time high line. That was the all-time high line. We're stuck under that right now. As soon as we break this all-time high line, we're going to head back up here toward $11, $23, somewhere around in there. Loopring hasn't finished yet. It may take some time to catch its breath, but it hasn't finished yet, okay? I expect it to form a bull flag up here in this area and build up pressure. So 2 candles over the 8 for buy, even if the 8 is below the 21. And then Mullet says, I prefer to see the candle above all the MAs, 8, 50, 100, 200. However, if the stock RSI and MACD are oversold or rolling up, I may start DCAing in. See, he's trying to say he wants to see some confirmation here. So he's saying he prefers it to see some confirmation first. I'll tell you that I'm a little different than him. When I see 2 candles over the 8 EMA, I'm going to buy and I'll set a stop loss. And if I lose, that's fine. Okay? I'll also look at other things like he's saying. I'm trying to take a big picture here, but that is my first get in idea. Okay? I'm going to try to get in when I see 2 over, even if it's down. Okay? I'm going to try to get that 2 over buy. If I have to set a stop loss and take a little bit of a loss, part of the game, and I'm willing, that's a risk that I'm just willing to take. Okay? Everybody's a little different. All right? All right, QNT, Quant. You would be remiss to not listen to Mullet, okay? He's a really smart guy. You don't get where he got by being stupid. Put it that way. You don't get where some of these people are by being dumb. And when smart people talk, listen. When smart people talk, listen. Makes sense? I do it. You should do it too. LRs, okay, Quant. Quant currently trending down. It's been trending down for several days now. There's some support back here. That would be the first range I would look for, around 205. And if it can't break that, then you got some more down here, around $175. So there you go. We throw in some other stuff like pivots and stuff. I bet you'll see. Yeah, S3 is down here right up under that, and 197, 205. That's really close, isn't it? So call it 200 and make it a round number. But not great right now. Let's look at Gala. Look at Gala go. Gala's had a hell of a couple days here. So it did the same thing we're talking about here on the daily, all right? Ron Poteet, here's why I do 2 candles. This is a glaring example of why I do 2 candles. First candle over the AEMA, second candle over the AEMA. That red candle right there is the buy signal. And then what happens after that? Hint, straight up, homie. Now, it's not perfect, obviously. Back here, you had the similar situation. You had 1 candle over, 2 candles over. It failed, and then it ended up selling off right here, okay? You lost some money, okay? Tough break. That's the way it works. You turn right back around and made it back plus a whole bunch, okay? Fair enough. That's why I do too. Yeah, what Oscar DOG said, stop loss is your best friend. Do not hate a stop loss. Love that stop loss. What's up, Drizzy? What it do, Assassins? What it do, Drizzy, bro? Hold on. There we go. Juan Macedo says, we got on here. We'll get to it in a second. There are many ways to use indicators. Find what works for you and then use them. Thank you, Mullet. That's a good point. Y'all don't have to do this the way I do it, okay? I'm just one guy on the internet talking. I want you to find what works best for you, and I want you to apply the logic and find evidence of that logic, and then I want you to use it somewhere else and make it smarter and deeper, okay? You know what I'm saying? I want you to dig in more and dig in more. Don't just quit with what you own. Look at some others, okay? Look at some others. What else you see over here? Well, maybe he likes this one. Let me look around a bit. Apply this logic, and you'll see you'll make more money in the long run. It's not as hard as you think. Look at the charts once or twice a day. I'm not saying look all day long. You can if you want to practice, but you don't have to. MLK. PM wanting to quit on me. It better not. Yeah. CRO. Yeah, there we go. This is from KuCoin. CRO chart on KuCoin. Similar thing. 821 would have told you to make some money here. You'd have rode this one up, sold, rode this one up, sold, rode this one up, and you're still up. Haven't sold yet. And that's just using the 821 EMA. That's not hard at all, y'all. It gave you buy, sell each way along the lines, one at a time, over and over and over and over again. You had support and resistance along the way. Right, here's a line. Right, here's one. About down here. Yeah, look how well that reacted. Bounce, bounce, triple bottom on support. Man, you give me a triple bottom on support, I'm hitting a home run every time, okay? Triple bottom on support, that's a layup. That's a layup, and we make layups here, okay? Oscar DOG says, Allen Iverson said, practice? Practice? We're talking about practice, dog. We're not talking about a game. We're not talking about real life. We're not talking about a game. We're talking about practice. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, stupid. Frank says, DJ Khaled voice, do another one. Stupid dude. Tuned SI said, find your edge. That's a good way to say it. Find your edge and find what works for you, okay? All right, let's do Ohm real quick. Anyway, I just want to show you simple support resistance here. Simple stuff. It's not that hard. Let's do ohm. Man, my voice is about to go, y'all. It's starting to crack real hard. All right. Right here's our Sniper's Alley. As you see, we're failing it. Not great. Looks like we're heading back to support. Where's support? Well, tell you what, I'll just eliminate this Fibonacci retracement set here, and I'll draw some support resistance lines. Right here's one. Okay. And you had one here, failed that one. You had one here, failed that one. It looks like that's heading back to 629. Yeah, it looks like it's heading back there to me, I think. Yeah, it's heading back to at least 629, maybe farther. Why? Because that's the next support zone. You got support right here on this line. Right here, there's another little spot right here. There's some wicks back here. You had a little spot right here. And if that one doesn't hold, it's going to come back farther down here to 570 over and over and over again. This is a confirmed sell, everybody. You're short. You got the 8 cut down through the 21, and you have not broke that 8 EMA since. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. But this is not a buy right now on ohm. And you're going to hear people say, you don't understand, Keith. You should just get in because you make more as it goes down. Because the APY goes up. And my argument is, yeah, you might be right until the chart goes down farther than the APY can keep up with, which can happen, which may happen. All right. So you need to find your spots, pick them a little bit better. Be careful. Be smart. Don't be an ape. Okay. Your voice is hurting. Drink juice, not liquor. I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Oh, yeah, let's go. If you just drink more liquor, it'll get better. My friend is asking if TA is good for stocks, if it's only good for crypto. Well, let's look at some stocks, Mr. Cervantes. Shall we start with Tesla? I think we should. Oh, man. It's almost like I've already been doing this. Oh, no. You mean to tell me I said take profit? And why did I say that? You mean to tell me I closed my short option and it reversed up? What? Hold on a minute. I don't get it. I don't get it. How did I know? How did you know, bro? How did you know? How did you know? Well, let's find out. We do a little Fibonacci retracement here. Right about there. From the top to the bottom, you'll see these support and resistance lines are drawn for me via Fibonacci set. Okay. There was one of them. Right here's the support resistance line. Really good one right here at the 618. That was a good one. Right here on the 50, this one got hit pretty hard a lot. Okay. And after it cleared those, where did it go? It went directly to the take profit box. Perfectly. Perfectly. It's trying to hold inside the take profit zones right now. Okay. Can it do it? It may. I put this in linear. We have a gap in the chart that needs to come down and close. What is a gap? Well, in stocks, we have closings and openings of the day. And the next day opens up. There's a pre-market before that, a pre-market and a post-market. And there's extra movement that happens before that you're not allowed to do because you're not in the club. Okay. That's just the way it goes. Hey, Keith, I found another passive income makes $9 a day for $250. Well, I need you to message me about that, Drizzy, so I can get in there with you. Planet Watch US. Okay. Send me that in Telegram, too, so I can look at it. Whiskey and bourbon is wheat, barley, corn juice. Exactly, Jeremy. Thank you. It's juice. It's just fermented. All right. I knew you would say that, sir. Oh, my God, old school. So, anyway, when these days close and days open and the pre-market and post-market happens, there's movement of the candles beforehand, and the candles will close at the wrong spot or open at the wrong spot, and there'll be a gap. Okay. And that gap is playable. You can play that gap and expect that gap to close at some point. There are other gaps in charts as well, but we know there's one on this one, roughly around 945 bucks, around 950 bucks. Hard to say, but we know it's there. Okay. It very well may come back to that. We'll have to wait it out and see. I shorted right here on an option on Tesla. I had all the money that I had in Charles Schwab. I shorted this. I had enough to buy one option and I had a little bit of money left over. So I shorted this. And what happened? It came down. Perfect. I thought it might come all the way to this gap. And what I decided was I would play the other take profit lines, this one and this one. I decided I would take those instead. So I put a sell order in on my option, has set me an alert. So then when my option hit the kick line, which is, the line that says you're in the money green now, you're in the green now, okay? Once it hit that, I went below it because I shorted this. I said, hey man, how much money do I want to make here? Once it got right around done in here, I said, I can't do this anymore. I closed my option and I took my profits. I made like $2,300. Took my money, moved on. Simple as that. So if you're asking me, does technical analysis work on stocks? I'll say it's far better on stocks than it is on crypto. And for the most part, I'll say that Forex is even better than stocks or crypto. It's extremely technical on Forex. And I could show you 1,000 examples of that. I'm obviously not going to do that because people will just get mad at me for doing it and say I don't know what I'm talking about. And that's fine. Had some guy come on Twitter the other day hate on me, tell me that I thought I was God and I knew everything. And I don't know how often I say I'm just a simp, dude. Don't say I know everything. I don't know everything. I'm just a dude. Stop acting like that. But he couldn't stop himself. He had to keep going. Keep going. It's pretty wild. This the one you talking about, Drizzy? MIL.K. Might not be the one you're talking about. I'm not sure. I want to make sure first. He said check Telegram. Well, okay. Which one? Hold on, I'm getting there. I don't see nothing. No, I don't see nothing, bro. What's that? Hope? You're stupid. All right, I don't see nothing yet. Oh, it is the right one. Sweet. Okay. Well, let's go to the weekly first. Ooh. Hey, you're on to something here, Drizzy. This looks a lot like Gala, doesn't it? Okay, you got this trend line here that needs to break. As soon as that breaks, man, we're talking big money. You got resistance line here. Fair enough. There. Got one right around here. Yep. Perfect. And you got one right around in here. We're fiddling with it now. So this is really what we need to break. This line has been extremely strong. This one and $1.80. Once those break, man, you're going to get some really good price action here. So far, we haven't. This line is very strong. So is this one for the most part. They're both having a hard time. What do the Bollinger Bands look like here? Getting tight. Okay. Weekly. This is a good call, Millie. Good call, Drizzy. I like this. This very well could go here. And y'all getting some first class stuff right here, man. Boy. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Drizzy. All right. Well, as soon as we get off the stream, I'll make a move on this one. I like what you're talking about right here. I see it. Very good call. What he's saying here is this pressure is building. This chart has a big bull flag. The Bollinger Bands are getting tight. It's over the 821 on the weekly. It's in a big, huge wedge. Like, there's everything you want to see short of trend being broke. Once that trend breaks, hey, man, that's party time, dog. High net worth individual. What a name, dude. Let's go. Good to see you, brother. I think you guys might be talking about Mark Douglas. I don't know who that is. Yeah, but the dude on the internet was trashing me. Saying I thought I know everything and all this other shit. Saying that I thought his guy, who was clearly his guy, he had a guy. I was trashing his guy. I don't even know who his dude is. I don't know who that dude is. He was saying I was trashing. I'm like, who the fuck are you talking about? I don't even know what his name is. What are you talking about? He wouldn't stop. It just kept going. I'm not gonna do Klima because Klima I think's a rug pull. I don't like the chart rug pulls. About AVAX. I don't like to promote rug pulls on here. It looks bad on me when I put something on this channel that rips people off. It feels really bad when people lose money. And I know you're not supposed to have any emotions, but I don't like to see people getting screwed over. That sucks, man. I don't want to see nobody get screwed over. And it's already happened a couple times, and I don't like that. So try to do better with it. You know what I'm saying? Nerd Town City, a shot of whiskey and a tablespoon of honey, and it should help, bro. I'm all over it. I'm all over it. Mark Douglas is king of harmonics. Don't know who Mark Douglas is, and everybody likes to say you're the king. Beware the king, but beware of the man who wears the crown. Okay, beware of the man who wears the crown. How about that? Um, anytime someone says that the guy's the king or the goat or whatever, um, just beware of that. Okay, just beware. I don't like when people say that guy's the best, and I don't like when people say I am either. I don't like that. People say you're the king or the queen of harmonics. You don't really have to get that deep with it. You know, in my opinion, it's not that complicated. So, AVAX hit a take profit line, and after it hit the take profit line, harmonics is price action. Tommy Boy. Once it hit this take profit line, it's kind of stalling out here. You're seeing a lot of indicators get really high here. MACD is starting to roll over, but hasn't yet. The RSI peaked into overbought, but still trending up. Hasn't broken trend yet. This could stop here. However, it could go just a little higher. How much higher? Man, it's really tough to say. It wouldn't be too much. I might make a move out of AVAX. Have a little bit of AVAX, and I might make a move out of it and move into that MIL.K that Drizzy just talked about a second ago. Okay, hold on a second. That's way too much reading for me. Hold on. My throat hurts. Sorry. Mark Douglas is the author of Trading in the Zone and Trader's Mindset Coach. Used to trade on the CME. Got you. Okay. He doesn't call himself that. Everyone else does. He wrote a book that everyone in harmonics uses. He's just a hardcore harmonic. Got you. Fair enough. Fair enough. Looking for the reversal on strong too. Yep, me too. In the zone, yeah, I'm talking about someone else. I'm half asleep. Bro, I'm a little bit drunk. My throat's killing me, and I've been up since 6 o'clock because the girlfriend had surgery today. So, been at the hospital all day. Came home, set up the stream, and jumped in. That's pretty much how the day went. Yeah, I've heard of harmonic trading, and I'm cool with that. How to put it? I just don't think we have to work so hard. I think it's a little bit easier than that. But they don't say that doesn't work. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that there's more than one way to skin a cat. How about that? There's more than one way. Don't get locked up. Don't get locked up. Scott Carney is who I was thinking of. Oh, okay. I've heard that name before. Some of these guys are, I'm not going to call them con artists because that's not the right thing to say. But if they charge you $5,000 for something that you could have spent $20 on and got the same result, I feel like that's a little bit of a ripoff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a little bit of a ripoff. I don't want that to happen. So I don't want anybody to go spending a shit ton of money on something that it doesn't work. Or that it does work, but you got to spend so much money on it that you could have just been better off if you didn't. Block. My bad, Drizzy. I saw you said block and I missed it. Yeah, here we go. Blocktopia. Is that the one, Blocktopia? That in the Blocktopia? You said isn't Bitcoin like a double top? Might be a little early. Maybe buy half and wait for the MACD to cross up. Right? Yeah. Double top, yes. In fact, this could fail upward and then make another bottom. But the good news is this is a nice big blob of support here. And I don't think that's going to fall too easy. And even if it does, you got more support down here, you know, around 50, 53, 52K. You got more support there. Even if it does fail, there's more support. You could pull the trend line here, you know, and say, hey, it's got a little bit more juice in it. We've still got higher highs and higher lows. We have a low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low. Can we make another higher high after this? That we're going to have to play out. Okay. That we're going to have to play out. We can't just jump in and say that's going to start magically making lower lows, lower highs. We have to watch the price action and let it happen on its own. Thank you, Drizzy. I saw you, brother. Here's the Blocktopia chart, like Drizzy was saying. It's already a long way up. had it over here too, right? Yep. Same thing. Okay. It's a long way up already though, so be careful here. Stuck under the pivot, but everything is kind of turning up, isn't it? All right, block's a good looking chart too. I can't deny this. It's a buy. Short of being over the pivot, everything else there is not bad. You got some bearish divergence here on the RSI. I don't like that particularly too much. Right. Okay. Yeah. The 52K is what I see coming. The guys talked about it earlier. Yep. We were talking about it in the chat. I think simple is best. Harmonics seem to work. They make cool looking patterns, but everything has to be exact. And I have a problem with that. So yeah, overcomplicated is a great way to describe. Right. Sometimes we just try to reinvent the wheel and we don't need to. We can just do simple stuff, support and resistance, and one indicator. And then you're good. Might not be perfect, but it's not hard to see that. You can get in there and get out. And in my opinion, harmonics works best if you're going to trade more than daily. You're going to get down to like 15-minute, 30-minute. That's where your real money's made. But gosh, not everybody's got time for that. You know what I'm saying? Most of us in here still have regular jobs. By the way, I'm officially 100% incorporated now. Okay. Officially 100%. I got my paperwork back today with my EIN. I got everything I need. I'll be calling the bank tomorrow and funding my business for the very first time. I haven't funded my business ever. I started to that I never funded. And now I'm going to be funding them for the first time ever. Let's go. Super, super, super excited. I've fooled around with other stuff. I've never actually gotten it to this level because I was never successful enough. However, now I am. And I didn't get that way by overcomplicating things. Now, that isn't to say that harmonics don't work. I have a place for those and I like them. Just like I like Renko candles and Renko trading strategies. The problem with Renko trading strategies is you got to sit there and watch it. You've got to be willing to sit there and watch it. And that shit is time consuming, bro. You may not have time for that, okay? And it's frustrating. I said, Keith, you're still working at FT your job or you're doing your own thing? The FT is not my full-time job anymore. How about that? My full-time job is this. My other job, just something else I do. My full-time job is this now. Keith Incorporated, let's go. No, it's not Keith Incorporated, but it is 786 Unlimited. 786unlimited.com. Website is still under construction. Please do not book a class on there. It will not work, but it is under construction and I am getting there, okay? Videos pop up here. I got live streams up. I got a section where you'll be able to subscribe and stuff and all that stuff. I haven't got everything ironed out yet, but I did get the site up and running, okay? I still got to get everything tied in. I've got to get payments set up, and I've got to do all that through the bank, and I haven't had a chance to do that because I literally just got my info today. But like I said, we spent the whole day at the hospital, so I haven't had a chance to do it all. I got home, sat down, saw I had an email, and I had a rush of enthusiasm. And I was like, let's go. So, hey, super made me happy. I got to get invoices set up, buildings set up, everything set up. Just one thing at a time, okay? All right. If you don't mind, Keith, OCC, the monthly is a stock. Things jumping in. Gotcha. That's what we'll do real quick. Optical Cable Corporation or OrthoCell? Which one? Which one, Drizzy? Because there's several OCCs. Several OCCs. Let's see. I do need to book a class. Bro, you don't need a class, Danny Carney. You're a damn millionaire, bro. Thank you, Danny, by the way. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate the hell out of Bob Browjewicz. Thank you, brother. You got a class coming up. You booked one with me. I remember your name. QI. I got you on QI. Optical. Okay, we'll do QI too. Oh, okay. Let's back up here. Ooh, on the monthly. My God. Oh, man. All right. So you got some things here that need to be broken first. You got a trend line here that is, looks like it's almost never broken. That'll be first. Got that big one up there. Oh, hiccups. All right. We got a support line down here. This looks like it's going to jog right to me, in my opinion. I would be careful. Fucking hiccups. I'd be careful here. You could get in here and run this price action on the monthly. I don't think anything's wrong with that. You're not got a higher high on the weekly. You got a lower high forming. That's not great. Um, all the indicators are kind of pointing up. I think this is going to jog right for a while. And then by the jog right, I mean, 15% or 20% max is what you're going to get out of this, because it's been doing this for a really long time. And it needs to break this trend line before you see any heavy action, because there's a lot of support and resistance here that's been fighting for a really, really, really long time. I hate to see you buy something and you could have put your money somewhere else and made more. However, this is a buy. It's not a sale. It just needs to make a higher high, and then it's off to the races. It is over R1, which means R2 is the next goal. Okay. QI. You're talking about Q swap. Let's see. We'll have to do tether. Oh no, here we go. Just listed. Yep, just listed. So let's go to 4 hour. Yeah, no buy on the 4. Yep, same thing. No buy. Right now is not a buy at all. I'd be very careful with QI. I already lost money on this one, and I sold it a while back because I got frustrated and lost money and decided I wouldn't mess with it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Drizzy said he's going to bed. I'm getting ready to go to bed too, dude. My throat's hurting. Yeah, balls. It looked like I wanted to hold the 5. Yeah, I got you. Don Shane, Keith, you should Zoom classes with like 10 to 15 people at a time. Working on it, Ignacio. I had to get everything in a row first. Had to get all my ducks in a row, and things have to be perfected first. Okay. You don't just jump into the pool without checking the water first. So I had to, thank you, brother. Thank you, Drizzy. I appreciate you, my friend. I had to get the pool right before I could jump into it. So I'm still working on the kinks now. We're working out all the edges and rough parts and stuff like that. We're going to continue to make the classes a little bit better here and there. But big things are on the horizon. Okay. Don't get it twisted. We're going to take things to the next level, and beyond that, there's another level beyond that. Okay. I'm not a quitter. I like to take things as far as I can get them. So that being said, hey man, it's almost 12. I'm going to get off of here. I didn't get to all these charts, and I'm sorry. I'm not feeling so great. So we'll be back on Tuesday. Let's take the weekend to see what happens. I got a feeling things might get a little rocky up and down here, and we may not get that good price action that everybody wants. But hey man, that's part of it. I don't want you to get frustrated and upset because the charts aren't going the way you want them to. So one thing at a time. I'm sorry, Chad, I missed this one up. It's QI. That's in a wait a minute zone. Not a buy, not a sell. Charts are rolling over. I like it to go down though. So, and that being said, listen, thank y'all very much. I appreciate the hell out of it. We'll do this again on Tuesday. I'll have a little bit more enthusiasm then. We had a decent amount of people on here tonight. Thank everybody who showed up. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that shit. All right. So y'all be good. We'll see y'all on the next one. Thank y'all all very much. Y'all be good.